Hello, this is Gary the Coconut bringing you Game 2 from the finals of the Best of Bronze tournament. And it is not just for bronze players, it is named that because that is the name of my show, Best of Bronze. And we have Twelvey as the purple Protoss player and Ikilledkenny as the green Protoss player. Did I say Protoss or Terran for 12E? I don't remember, but he is Terran, and this map is Scrap Station. A map that I do like, but you either love this map or hate this map, and I love this map, but a lot of people hate it. And first pylon and supply depot are going down for both players. If you did not see Game 1, go watch it right now. Because I am about to spoil it. Kenny did some great storm placements, and Twelvey was just not able to handle it. And it melted his Marines each time. He really needed to get that stim upgrade so that he could run away from the storms. We will see if he is able to learn from that and get that stim upgrade, or use some other units to counter those Colossus. We'll see how it goes. And doing some building. He does need to get rid of those probes, because that probe, it doesn't look like it was doing anything. But if he does kill this worker, that will slow 12E down a little bit, be annoying, like a mosquito. First gateway going down. I don't see any reason why I shouldn't speed this up a little bit. Okay. And second barracks going down. Could be doing some early aggression. Could also be doing the same build that he did last time. Doing a nice wall off. This is a very big ramp and a pain to wall off. Not for me because I play Zerg. And Zerg don't wall off very often. Not as easy to do. You need some Ultralisks or something. Alright, and we have the third barracks back at Ikilledkenny. We have two gates. Cybernetics Core looks like the same opening as last game for him as well. Warp gate being researched, as well as getting that first stalker. Something Ikilledkenny is really good at doing is he is good at being annoying while macroing at the same time. Let's look at his APM. Nope, that wasn't it. There it is. Ikilledkenny doing really good on his APM. I have the strangest suspicion that he is an APM spammer at the beginning of the game, but he still is holding really high APM. So with that APM, he is good at harassing here while continuing to do a lot in his base. Usually Protoss has been known to not need as high APM, but Kenny is making good use of it. And 12E plays like me without spamming the APM at the beginning of the game because I don't care. And let's look at this army, these units. 17 Marines against this army. If force fields aren't placed very well, it would be very hard and the Marines could do some harm. But it looks like he was just poking in to see what Ikilledkenny has and then getting out of there. Not a bad idea. Oh, he is working on getting his expansion. That is also a good idea. Getting those reinforcements. Let's see back here what's going on. He is not getting the same add-ons like he did last time. Ikilledkenny bringing that op server. That's right, it's spelled op, OP, not OB. And a lot of Marines. But this army is getting pretty big, and I think this army, especially with force shields, would be able to take care of these Marines no problem. They do not have combat shields yet, or stim. Tank is on the way. Does it have siege mode? No, it does not yet. Oh, it does now. And that expansion is going down. Yes. Nope. Nope. And again, just like last game, Ikilledkenny just loves following armies around with observers. Not the best use of an observer. Maybe this is a sacrificial probe going to the altar of death, which is this army. it would be a better idea probably for him to build a pylon up here to do his scouting for him. And nice force field placement, preventing the Marines from escaping. But this is a lot of Marines, and there are no Colossus yet on the field, and that army goes down easily. This force field should not have trapped the Marines. It should have split them in half. It would have gone better. And is he going to be able to micro this Colossus away? No, the siege mode is up. He's using these probes, and probes do pretty good against siege tanks, as you just saw. And these, calling back the army. I don't see any reason why not to slow this game down now. No, I'm joking. Speed back up. And now getting those add-ons, getting reactor and tech lab. What's he going to research with this tech lab? Nothing. He needs more minerals. But he does have this. He should probably be changing it to an orbital command instead of queuing up a bunch of units, because here's a fact: queuing up a bunch of units is not actually spending money. It is just preventing you from spending it. Oh, this is good. That's what I want to see, a reactor on that starport. Last game he built 2 starports instead of a reactor, and if you're not building anything that requires a tech lab, you might as well get a reactor instead of 2 starports. That is much more cost effective, and he already has a lot of reactors. See, I don't see anything wrong with queuing up units like this, but not like that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And look over here, there's no units queued up. He needs to, if you are going to split it up, you better split it up equally. Queuing up a lot of units over here as well. But Twelvey is in gold. He's not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. I would like to see this being an orbital command, though, and these units being split instead of him producing SCVs. That would be a little bit better. Get that energy early on. This observer has not been sniped. Surprisingly, Twelvey is showing that he is very adequate at sniping observers. Looking at the unit tab, we have, I would call that a pretty equal army. Where's, oh there, well, maybe not too equal. If you had more Vikings, it would be pretty equal. And looking at the supply, Ikilledkenny is very far behind Twelvey, and finally sniping that observer. Just like I said, instead of having your observer over the army, you should have it off to the side, probably down here. Would not get, you want it somewhere where it can spot the army, maybe in this fog, I don't know. Somewhere where it can spot the army but not get sniped. And what is Ikilledkenny doing with this army? Another observer on the way. And I bet he's going to put it right on top of that army, but hey, it's fine. Saving up a lot of chrono boost. I think he could be using that a little more effective. It does get more difficult to use chrono boost from 2 Nexuses. Oh, and Vikings, hopefully he'll be sniping a Colossus. He can fly in and just snipe a Colossus. Like, say there was a Colossus that was just made, it would be easily sniped. If the Colossus are placed perfectly, he could fly in and snipe a Colossus and fly out, but with those Templars there, it would probably get stormed. But if a Colossus was just produced, it would be good timing and you could have sniped it. And also just some good scouting going on. Also, with all those Vikings, it wouldn't be a bad idea to fly right through here and land in this mineral line and then fly out of there. That would be a good idea as well. But both players choosing instead to sit with their armies and not attack anything. This is probably going to be a game like last game where we have one giant fight at the end and the winner decides determines the winning of the game. Random island here. And hopefully my computer will be able to handle this. The FPS is going down again. Sorry about that. Alright, so we're going to attempt to watch this last battle. My computer might freeze to death, but we will give it a shot. Alright. It might not be the last battle, we'll see. But whenever I go over this army, my computer hates it. For some reason. Okay. What's flying over here? Some more rallying units. He must have... Oh no, he's just using that reactored starport, doing him good. Alright, so Twelvey, if he wins this game, will still be in the tournament. If not, then Ikilledkenny will be the winner. And it will depend on if Ikilledkenny lands those storms, and yes, he does. And without this... Oh, he does have stim. He is able to run away from those storms, but not choosing to do so. Losing his medevacs and Vikings. Ikilledkenny is retreating. The storms are not doing enough. He did land the Vikings. They didn't die. I didn't see them land. So now he's going in here, and with those landed Vikings, this is something that I do not see very often, is landed Vikings actually being useful. But Twelvey is doing a great job, and the army is gone for Ikilledkenny. And I do not see him being able to get out of this. It is just proving to be too much. That is still a full army. So that was very good done. I do not, and even some spare medevacs. He doesn't even need them. Idle probes, no. I do not see this going well. Ikilledkenny. Now would be a good time to throw out that GG. He now has no tech in 1 second, unless he somehow manages to have a bunch of gateways and build some Templars. That's all he can build. Oh, never mind. Those are gone in a second. So there you have it. Vikings being useful. I don't see that very often. It's good use even having these siege tanks in case some hidden army decides to run up here. It wouldn't even make it. He does have some Templars, like I said before. And they do have storms, so he could still do some damage, but this is just too much. And Twelvey does not even need to siege these tanks. He can just wipe this out. But those storms do go down, doing a lot of damage, killing a lot of units. But as you see, we are at 116. Oh, and the reinforcing army, just as soon as they die, they're back again. And 116, 225, that won't be... And Ikilledkenny throwing up the GG. I do not know what NNN means. But that is game 2, and we will be going on to game 3. And the winner of game 3 will be the winner of the tournament. So thank you. This is Gary the Coconut, and that's it for this game.